Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. Last week I shared with you my approach for picking out colors and color combos for my coloring pages and how I approach that. I got a lot of follow-up questions on building the actual combos. So what I thought I would do today is take a little bit of a deeper dive into doing that process. So why don't you join me after this intro, which by the way is new. I hope you enjoy it. I hope all of you enjoyed that intro. I had so much fun putting that together last week, and I can't tell you how many little jingles and things I tried out to see what I like best. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. The first thing that I wanted to do is talk about, again, color charts and the color wheel. So this is going to be your guide. This is a real easy guide on how to build color combos. So get yourself a color family chart for your colored pencils of choice. On this channel, I tend to color with Prismas. Those are my favorites. So this Prismacolor color family chart was developed by Carolyn Spear. And this chart lives on the Mags Tam Crazy for Prismacolor Combinations Facebook group. I know I talk about this group all the time, but it's got some fantastic, just joining it just to have access to the practice files and all of the charts is just worth it. And it's free for anybody. Anyway, so this color family, what it does is it takes your regular swatch chart and it groups your colors in naturally easy to combine color combos. So if we just looked at like this red section here, you go from light pink all the way down to almost a brownish pink, or over here, it's called gray lavender down to a black grape. And if you don't know, just off the top of your head, how to select and pick your colors to mix together, this is a great cheat sheet for you. You can just go, I'm gonna take Deco Peach, Nectar, and Terracotta, and then boom, there's a color combo for you that I guarantee you will work. So get your hands on one of these. This is from, I believe, Coloring with Claire's website. This is my polychroma. You can tell that this one I just redid, so it's not beat up. You should see the other versions I have. But this is her Polychromos color family chart, and her charts are amazing. And I will leave a link to her color family charts. I think they're free. She might have a Ko-fi account where you can donate to her for these and all the hard work she put in developing these. But again, it's the same thing. You can just grab like cadmium yellow, dark chrome yellow, dark cadmium orange, and then boom, 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 there's an instant color combo for you. So that is the first way to do that. The other thing too is go ahead and get your hands on, if you can, a color wheel. I know this might feel elementary, or things that we learned in elementary school, or maybe if in your country you called it primary school, but it's a real great way to go back to the basics in color mixing, looking at complementary colors, analogous colors, things like that. And they have little cheat sheets and tools on here. So like here, my favorite color, of course, is the aqua turquoise family. So light aqua is my first Prismacolor crush, and that is PC992, by the way. And if I flip over here, I could look at the aqua family and look at all the different shades that are in that family. And if I wanted to figure out a color to combine with that, I could do something from the orange side, the red side, through this sort of pinkier red, things like that. So a color wheel is good. This is a set that I got on Amazon. I put a link in my video last week. I'll drop another link in this today, but this gives you some great basics on color mixing and the color wheel. So that's step one, is get your hands, if you can, on a color family chart and or color wheel. Okay, I will be right back and we'll start mixing some colors. All right, what I've done here is I've grabbed some colors that I think will make really beautiful color combos. So I just grabbed some red, blue, and green. So this is an example of coloring in the same color family. So here, if I look at my chart, let me see if this is in camera. Yeah, so I'm grabbing Deco Pink, and then permanent red. So 1, 2, and 3. And they're actually just sort of 2 steps away from each other on this color family chart. So let's see how these blend together. So I will blend, I'm not gonna blend everything live on camera. I think that will take forever. So some of these I will speed color, but this first one I will blend together with y'all. And on this first one, I'm going to use Jennifer Stay's Rules of Thirds. And Jennifer Stay is Coloring Bliss. I think everybody probably knows who she is. And the way that she teaches how to blend 3 colors is you take this light color, you color the whole section first. Then the second color, you'll start a third of the way down. Make sure I'm still in camera for you guys. And I'm sorry that I have some colors coming off of that light pink there. So here is the second color. And then the third color, which is permanent red, will be the bottom third. And then she just does this in several layers. So the way that I like to do it then is start darkening this layer here and then go backwards. And then you're gonna bring this pink all the way down into the permanent red. And this will give you a really beautiful blend. Now I don't use this method every time I blend because there are times when I just want a pure color down here. I don't want 2 other colors on top of it. And you'll see some of that in just a little bit. So here, Deco Pink, and now I'm gonna just start burnishing in the interest of speed for this video. And I'll come back to the bottom down here, really get this red going. Permanent red is really pretty. It's a pinky, is it a pinky red? I guess you can also see a little orange. It's a very good medium red to use. And then here's the pink. And this is just a really easy, beautiful blend. And as I start coming up towards the top, I'll get a little lighter handed. So here I'm like pressing hard and then I'll press lighter as I go into the next color above it. And then Deco Pink at the top. So you can see how that coloring within the same color family, and again, all I did was I just selected these 3 colors off of this chart, easy peasy, and then boom, look at that, isn't that pretty? So I'm going to do the same. I will speed color these 2 for you guys. This is Sky Blue Light, Electric Blue, and Peacock Blue, which comes from here, Sky Blue Light, Electric Blue, Peacock Blue. And then the last one, because I have to point with the corresponding color family, is going to be Yellow Chartreuse, Lime Peel, and Kelp. And by the way, Lime Peel is my second favorite Prismacolor crush. I don't even know if that's in focus. I'm sorry that it's not, you guys. That's my second favorite color crush. So let me speed color and I will be right back. What do you think about that? I think they're really pretty. And again, that's a very easy way to do this. And this is, I'll just make a note here, same color family. If I could actually spell that. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is break down a little bit of coloring with the rainbow or the color wheel. I'll be right back. So here we have some basic color mixing. We all learned, I think, at a very young age that red plus yellow equals orange, red plus blue equals purple, blue plus yellow equals green. So what I did was I grabbed what I tried to think of as the purest red, yellow, and orange from the Prismacolor set. and create a blend. So now if I'm the little person at Home Depot mixing paint colors and you bring me these two paint colors, let's pretend that this paint color is the exact one that is the result. So just sort of grade me on a curve. So you can see here, as you blend from one to the next, it's a very easy blend. So whenever you panic or don't know what color combos to use, you can always go back to your color wheel and look at red and blue making purple. And there are different variations of that, right? So that's a real easy way to figure out how can I, so now I want to blend across color families and how to do that. So just go back to your basic, you know, we have red, blue, and yellow as our primary colors. So mixing those will give you something to work with. So this is just using your bold, primary, true colors. So now what I wanted to do is we're going to look at, let's go to the, oh, well, I've got my color family chart here. So if I wanted to go like light to dark, so I'm going to pick a red, I'm going to pick a yellow, and pick an orange off of this chart and mix them together, trying to do a light color down to a darker color. So I started out on this one with pomegranate, which is right here, number 24. And then I used a deco yellow, which is one of the lightest yellows, and then a deco peach, which over here is in the orange family. So even though it says, you know, here is orange, here's yellow, here's red, you can still bend the rules by pulling an orange red for your orange, or an orange yellow for your yellow, or a violet blue for your blue, for instance. So I went ahead and colored this one so you could see how you get an interesting color combo there. But again, it's just going back to basic red plus yellow equals orange. Now what I probably would have done in retrospect is maybe picked a little bit of it, maybe like a true peach instead of the deco peach, because that actually, if I wanted to go truly light to dark, you can see how this really lightened up the pomegranate when I mixed that very light color into the dark pomegranate. But I think it's still very pretty and interesting. So next I will color, I've got, let's see, deco pink, light aqua over here. I've got all my colors to the side over here. And then lilac. So I'm going to go ahead and try to mix this one for you. I'm going to turn to the side here, and I'm going to go lilac, red to blue. So lilac to turquoise to, I'm sorry, lilac, oh my gosh, deco pink to lilac to light aqua. There you go. So let's see how that looks. And again, this might be someplace where I'm not going to actually do the rule of thirds and color the whole way down. And I think as I look at this now, I probably should have pulled a lavender instead of a lilac, and maybe this should have been an aquamarine instead of a light aqua, but we'll just work with it and see what we get. So here I'm going to overlap these colors a little bit and pull this lilac. Yeah, that's a little darker, but that's okay. You get, just, you know, this is for demonstration purposes here. And by the way, these are, this is just a cheap makeup brush I'm using to brush the little crumbs off the page as I color. This paper has a little bit of a tooth or texture to it, so it's creating more pencil crumbs than I'm used to, or that I like to enjoy. And I actually have, or used to have, subscription boxes to FabFitFun and Ipsy, and in those subscription boxes, sometimes you get a set of makeup brushes. And I tell you, 40-year-old Kim would have absolutely loved these makeup brushes and done all kinds of things with them. But 56-year-old Kim sees these and says, oh, hey, look, I can use that for my coloring. That's awesome. Okay, so here we're just blending. And what I might do is, see how I have streaks? So I might just gently blend the lilac in here just a little bit more to sort of fill it in. And then blend a lot more of this deco pink down into that to get a better blend. And then down here, I'm gonna color the light aqua and start blending that up into the lilac. So again, I think in retrospect, I probably would have picked an aquamarine, which is a darker color, or a lavender, which is a lighter purple. But it's still a very, very pretty blend. Okay, so there's that one. So the next one I'll do, I will speed color for you guys, and that will be indigo blue, yellow chartreuse, and spring green. And again, it's just going back to our formula, blue plus yellow equals green. So it's just another variety, and I picked that off of my color family chart, so I will be right back after I speed color for you. Okay, this section is done. So again, just to review, we used the same formula with our primary colors, but we just picked different colors from that same color family to create unique and interesting color combos. So you can see how they each have different, they even evoke different emotions or vibes. So this you could probably use on a spring page. This is a little moody with the darker, really dark indigo blue anchoring that color combo. And this might be something, I don't know, you can maybe even use that on a fall page if you wanted to. All right, the next thing that I'm going to do is we will get started on this. Let me get my pencils and I will be right back. Okay, so just like here we had primary colors, then we used the same example and used like a light to dark scenario. Here I'm gonna call this muted colors. So we're just looking for different muted colors in our color family chart. So what I did here, you can see I pulled, where is it? Tuscan red for my red. And then I've got pumpkin orange, where is it? Where is it? Up here. And then yellow ochre for my red, orange, and yellow. So let's see how that colors and blends together. So I will speed color this and be right back. Blended out really beautifully. I think this is a color combo I will record in my journal and take into some of my coloring pages. I absolutely love this, but again, you can see it's the same red, yellow, and orange. So we just used a very dark muted red, Tuscan red, which by the way is my Prismacolor red crush. That is pencil PC 937, yellow ochre, and pumpkin orange. The next one that I'm going to do is for our red, blue, and purple. So I pulled black raspberry, cloud blue, and clay rose from the color family chart. So I will speed color that and be right back. I am not gonna lie, I am surprisingly happy with how this turned out. If you just look at these three colors together, you know, after I picked them out, I thought, ew, that's gonna be so ugly. But I actually weirdly like this. So that's another color combo I'm going to record in my journal. So the next, or actually the last color combo for this muted section here will be cobalt turquoise, artichoke, and Prussian green. So I will speed color that and be right back. didn't burnish out all the tiny white spaces. I'm sure you'll see when I zoom in, there's little specks of white or ivory still showing through, but just in the interest of time, I'm just trying to get a sort of decent blend. So this one, again, I think this one's really pretty too. So this artichoke to Prussian green to cobalt turquoise is Winter Winter Chicken Dinner in the book of Kim George. So, okay. The next thing I'm going to do is we will talk about building combinations with neutrals. So stick with me and I'll be right back. In last week's video, one of the things I talked about was what to do when you get stuck. If you get stuck with a color combo, think about or consider adding a neutral, and by a neutral I mean black, brown, gray, white. You could even go ivory, cream, anything like that. So I've got 3 examples here. We're going to do black, brown, and gray and see how that works out. So the first color combo, and you can see I got my little shape upside down, so just grade me on a curve. We'll color this one together. So this is light aqua, and this is going to go into parrot green. And then I'm going to bring the parrot green down pretty far, because even though I've got black, I don't want to bring black up to the top third. I think that would overwhelm this color combo. So I'm just going to kind of tuck it down here at the very bottom, and I will blend that parrot green down into this black, but I'm just going to be really not take it as far up as I normally would with another color combo. So you can see I just went dark, almost like in a U shape. So around the outside, down at the bottom, and up on the other side. Now I'm going to take my parrot green over that black and really mix that in. And you can see how lovely that is. It's really pretty. And it makes a difference. It just kind of gives it, I always say, like a dramatic, it's just sort of a dramatic look for your coloring page. We're adding visual drama. I don't have a trademark on that phrase, but I think it's funny. I always say, if you want to add visual drama, add black or gray. Okay, so now we're just topping it off with the light aqua. And you could even go like one step further and add like something really light at the top, like I usually like to pair sky blue light with light aqua. But you can see how pretty that is just by anchoring it with a little bit of black at the bottom. So now I'm going to do the same with pinks and browns and greens and gray. I will speed color this, and then I will speed color these light green, grass green, and 70% cool gray. I'll color both of those and we'll be right back. What do you think? I think these are so pretty, and these will also make it in my color, which, and by the way, I'm coloring in the back of my coloring journal, so these combos will get transferred to my Prismacolor section. I hope today has been really helpful for you guys. So remember, we colored within the same color family, and then we colored kind of across color families by sticking to the rainbow or the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, and mixing variations of those. And then the third thing that we did was we added just a neutral color. Please let me know in the comments section what you think, if this was helpful, if you have any questions, if you want me to do more extreme color combo matching for you guys, let me know. I'm glad to do a video on that. If you wouldn't mind liking and sharing this video, that helps out my little channel. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you again for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.